everybody, Vinny001 here, and my penis curves to the left. And I'm playing Laguna Presa here today. How many of you actually thought for a second, I wonder if it does? So, I cut out the first part, because it was pretty much a walkthrough on the first two bases. But yeah, we have a bit of a challenge here. So, I'm taking on a sneaky little route I like to take. It's a good spot over this side to cut off the guys that set up on the left hand side of their base. Stop your guys from running up. Be their right hand side because they're facing the other fucking way. You idiot. Vanished. Anyhow, getting back to it. So you set up over here and you see your squad mates push up on the other side. Take out the guy on the 50 cal. You have a good covering position so your squad could push up on that right hand side, their right hand side, your left hand side. Fucking, I'm just going to say left hand side from now on, okay guys? I'm not going to fucking go into semantics about the whole fucking which side's which and which side's what. Fucking hell. Anyhow, I'll get back to it. So yeah, cover this side, but I'll notice a lot of guys like to sit here for like the entire match and not push up. You have to push up continuously, hey. You allow yourself to be bogged down in one position. That's where you're going to stay to the end of the game. You know, you're not going to move. They're going to know you're there and they're just going to keep you suppressed there. Keep spawning on your squad mates. You just keep getting dropped there. My squad's moved up on that side now. You're going to hear someone call for ammo in a second, so I'm going to drop some ammo to him and then I'm going to, you know, push up myself. Always say take out mines, but I've just run through a whole group of enemy mines there. I probably shouldn't have run directly across the road like this, but I wasn't really thinking at the time. But where those mines were, there was too many friendlies around. If I'd shot those, probably would have killed everybody else around me as well. So yeah, tank's just going to have to deal with that if the tank comes up. I don't think they actually bring the tank up. My squad's got in there, arm B. A lot of guys like to set up around that middle part on Laguna. Now you'll see soon what is the best way to deal with that kind of situation, but you have to move very quickly before they start pushing back over to the B side and set up. They're gonna, looks like they're just gonna focus on A now because B's gone. So you have a whole fucking team just sitting around it, around the back in the shipping containers on that high hill to the, you know, right hand side of my screen. So you really have to push right around the back. Best way to play this game is to get behind the enemy, flank the enemy, make your way back through the enemy lines, hook up with the rest of your team, converge, you know, pincer move I believe it's called in military jargon. Go around both sides, one side comes from the other side, one side, you know, left and right, you squeeze the enemy in between you. Best way to play the game. When you're playing Battlefield Bad Company 2, you really have to realise what your team is doing. You know, not just focus on what you're doing, what your squad's doing. You have to pay attention to your whole team. Is there a group moving on one side of the map? Okay, well, we'll push on the other side of the map. You know, does the team need a distraction when they're going for the crate? You know, should we get behind, you know, make a bit of noise and bring the enemy back towards us? You have to remember, you're playing against human beings here, eh? You're not playing against bots, you're not playing against, you know, well, you probably are playing against 5-year-olds sometimes, but you know what I mean. You're not playing against idiots. Sometimes you are playing against idiots. I'm not really making my point here, am I? But you know, you've got to give people a little credit. So also, they're going to be distracted by shiny lights and loud sounds, you know. So you make a little noise and people are going to come and run it. You gotta remember that. Distraction works. It can really take the pressure off your teammates. You know, people get focused on tanks. So if you noticing your team just get absolutely slaughtered, grab a tank, bring it up, make it a big target for everybody to shoot at. I guarantee you they'll, you know, the enemy will take their eyes off the rest of your team for a few minutes and give them a break and you can move in. So I just also wanted to revisit a few points I made in my normal versus hardcore video. Kind of want to redefine some of the parameters I set in that. There are the similar players, yeah, but I've got to say I'm seeing way more snipers in normal mode than I ever did in hardcore. I mean, there's a lot in hardcore, but there is a shitload in normal. It really is, and a lot of them play with shotgun or anything like that, you know. All the all-kit weapons and that. But I think a majority of people go sniper in normal mode simply because of the sensor balls, which I am, you know, happy to hear that they won't be in Battlefield 3. If I was watching Don't Blink and Chris Red Dragon's video that they posted, if you haven't seen it, go over to Blink's channel and have a watch of that, because they have about a 20-minute discussion about what they experienced during their time playing, a lot of the things they noticed, kit setups, map designs, all that sort of stuff, some of the graphics glitches they've come across. But you know, it is pre-alpha, so can't really complain about that kind of stuff. It is going to be fixed, you know it will be. I'm pretty much playing a supporting role in this game too, if you're wondering why I'm not arming crates. Everybody else is doing the job, so I'm kind of, you know, keeping my eye on it, making sure they get it. Now it's a bit of a ninja fucking move right there on my part. Getting back to my point, going off a tangent again. So go have a look at that video. It's about 20 minutes long and it's very, very informative. So I suggest having a look at it. I am happy to hear there won't be sensor balls. As of now, or as of them playing that game, they didn't see any sensor balls at all. So I think, as I was saying before, it's just a majority of players go sniper because of the sensor ball. And remember it from Bad Company 1. It was just sensible madness at some points. People were completely just sitting on ammo packs and spamming them. And it happens in normal now too on here. I think it truly takes away from, you know, the sport of the game. Where, you know, spotting's enough. You don't need about 5 snipers throwing sensor balls and lighting up an entire team. I think that's bordering on unfair in a way. I know some people aren't going to agree with that, but it is how I feel. I don't like sensor ball spamming, and I think a majority of players in normal go sniper simply because they get a sensor ball. But anyway, I'll get off the sniper rants, eh? I know some of you think I'm a bit of a bigot about snipers, but yeah, I think you might be right actually. I fucking hate them, can't stand them, I think they're fucking shit. Sorry. A small percentage of yous play normal brilliantly, or even hardcore brilliantly, with your aggressive sniper, Enigma and all that. They're fucking brilliant at it. However, 98% of you slow the game down and you make games so fucking slow and pathetic, it's ridiculous. It really does piss me off. Had some bad games tonight, guys, with snipers, so, you know, sorry about that, just a bit pissed about it. Just slow, they just fucking slow the game down. So yeah, getting back to it, people, okay? Go watch Blink's video, at Chris Red Dragons, and I didn't see that guy up there because I'm a fuckhead. I take a few deaths right here, so it's gonna be like, you know, die, kill, die, kill, die. It's the end of the game, I think, fuck it, mate, you know, we just rampaged over him, so why not just stand out in the open and act like a fuckwit? Which isn't very hard for me, I must tell you that. So there we go, we won the game. We won, yay! So I think I went, what, 37-14? That was all that kind of stupid shit at the end there, and a couple of stupid deaths by running out in the open. But hey, you know, get the job done, mate. That's what the game's all about, getting the job done and not sitting back on a fucking hill and sniping. So catch us again next time, and thanks for watching.